the city of Shorewood and fill us in a little bit about what's happening.
Okay, great. Well, as I said, and thanks for having us here this evening, my name is Jennifer Labadie. I'm the mayor of the city of Shorewood. We've got a lot of really exciting things happening in Shorewood, park improvements, road improvements, but I'm going to start by touching on a few things that are relevant and important to business owners and to the chamber. The first thing I'd like to highlight is our Galpin Lake bus tour. We have a trail, we are seeking a trail along the Galpin Lake Road corridor. Galpin Lake Road abuts to Highway 7. If you're looking north, you're looking pretty much at Minnesota inboard. So that kind of gives you your bearings there. And there is no trail on Galpin Lake Road in the Shorewood portion, but keep going south and there's a trail in the Chanhassen portion. We would like to link the Chanhassen Trail to Shorewood and link it along Highway 7 to the controlled intersection at County Road 19. This would allow residents in this part of town to have a safe walking path, a safe path to take their dogs, their strollers, but it would also allow residents in that neighborhood to be able to walk to Excelsior Elementary and to be able to walk to the downtown business district. Right now, as you know, trying to walk along that corridor is death-defying. Unfortunately, the City Council of Shorewood's been debating this project for over 8 years. We want this project to happen, but what's preventing this project from happening is money. Because of the wetland area and Galpin Lake right there, as well as the small amount of right-of-way abutting Highway 7, this will become the most expensive per linear foot project that Shorewood could undertake. So we approached the state with a request for money. And a bill was proposed and drafted and co-authored by Representative Kelly Morrison, who I see in the audience this evening. Hi, Representative Morrison, and Senator Ann Stewart Johnson. And that bill was presented, and we were granted a hearing in front of the Minnesota Capital Investment Committee. We had 6 minutes to present our case. This was way back last spring, snow was on the ground. We were not granted the money at that point in time, but we were granted a legislative bus tour. Now, I didn't even know what that was because Shorewood has never had this happen. So that's pretty big news. What it was on the morning of October 19th, so just a couple weeks ago, a coach bus full of all 19 members of the Minnesota Capital Investment Committee, several state senators, representatives, legislators, and other VIPs came to Shorewood, stopped the coach bus on Galpin Lake Road. They came out, we did a presentation, we meaning myself and our city engineer, and then the whole group walked the portion of the trail up to Highway 7 where we were seeking the money for. In my opinion, this was a pretty effective display. The legislative bus tour has 4 days where they go city to city to city. We just happened to be assigned the 8:20 a.m. slot. So they saw traffic at its maximum, both on Galpin Lake Road and both on Highway 7. So now we just have to keep our fingers crossed, and we hope we hear positive news down the road and that this will be included in the upcoming bonding session. If we hear anything, of course, I'll let the residents know, and we'll post an update on our city website. Another big thing, Shorewood reached out to MnDOT. This past June, we had a horrible, tragic accident at the intersection of Eureka Road and Highway 7 in Shorewood, which resulted in the death of Parker Nelson, a 20-year-old child. And as a result of that fatality, we had scores of residents, friends, family, reaching out to the city. How can we change this? What can we do to improve safety? The city can't do anything. That's MnDOT's territory. That's a state highway. So I took an unprecedented step. I wrote a letter to the department, to the commissioner of the Department of Transportation, begging for help in any way they deemed fit. A roundabout, a traffic study to get us a roundabout, a traffic light, traffic controlling measures, anything that they deem fit, just pay us some attention. That letter is not unusual. Elected officials do that all the time. What was unusual is that I simultaneously sent it to the commissioner and published it on our city website, and we released it as a city on our social media. That's usually not done. You usually give them the courtesy of responding to your letter. But people wanted to know who to contact. They wanted to know how they could make their voice heard. And this letter included the contact for the MnDOT commissioner, it included the contact for Representative Kelly Morrison, and the contact information for our state senator, Dave Osmek. Their offices were flooded with emails, phone calls, whatnot. And it worked. Just this week, we received notice from MnDOT that a traffic study has been ordered. It has been ordered for the Highway 7 corridor, beginning at Highway 100 in Hopkins, extending all the way past St. Bonifacius, which includes that intersection, and it includes numerous intersections where Shorewood residents put their lives in danger every time they try to access Highway 7, especially in the morning commute and the evening commute. The traffic study period will occur beginning November 2021, so now, through June 2022. Then they will do a report of their findings. So I'm anticipating maybe this time next year, we will have an update on what they found out and if they're going to help us. So again, once we find that out, we'll post it on the city website and disseminate that information throughout the community. Now, the city of Shorewood has 7 parks. I'm switching gears entirely and going straight to the fun stuff of parks. And we've done major improvements to our parks that I just want to highlight. Badger Park is our field trip park that's located right next to City Hall. We've done a complete overhaul of Badger Park, including a turf field where Minnetonka youth football and Minnetonka youth lacrosse practice. It gives them several extra months in the spring and in the fall when the ground is freezing or when the ground has snow on it, they can play on our field. We did brand new tennis courts that we also striped for pickleball. We have an ADA compliant restroom, all ADA compliant playground equipment, and the City Council voted unanimously to install a sponge-like soft surface around the playground equipment. This was absolutely the most expensive option we could have put down, but we did it to make it more accessible to wheelchairs, to strollers, and to accessible walkers, handicapped walkers. And it is part of our concept of bringing everything up to ADA compliance. Manor Park and Cathcart Park, last year our ice rinks were open, but the warming houses were closed due to COVID. This year the plan is they will be open, but we need ice rink attendance. So you can go on our city website and the jobs are posted there. Silverwood Park is currently closed. It's currently closed because we are remodeling the entire park and putting in ADA compliant playground equipment. We've started work on the park, but it won't be finished until the spring of 2022. Now I'll just highlight some upcoming events that are happening in the area and in Shorewood. Next Thursday we have a Veterans Day luncheon that will be held at the Shorewood Community and Event Center. Everyone's welcome. It's to honor our veterans. Advanced registration is required, and you can contact the Shorewood Community and Event Center for more information. And in case anyone doesn't know, the Shorewood Community and Event Center is also located near City Hall. It's a great facility. It has banquet rooms, small business meeting rooms if you ever have clients you need to meet with. There's a full commercial grade kitchen. And there are events that are offered at the facility that are more than just events geared towards seniors. So take a look at our website and find out about the Shorewood Community and Event Center. Our photo contest is going on. We've currently transitioned to the fall-winter photo contest. These are photos that are taken in the city of Shorewood. And Arctic Fever, our own winter festival, was canceled last year due to COVID. At this point in time, the plans are that we'll have that festival. Planning is underway. Again, watch our website for more updates on that. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mayor Jennings from Tonka Bay. Thank you for having me this evening, and I'll stay afterwards if anyone has any questions. Thanks again.